we're heading down this road, and before long it's going to be uncontrollable. It's going to be too late.
Writing letters, going on short demonstrations, nothing ever gets done. So we're now upping it by sitting down, stopping traffic. And I think the awareness is getting raised, but we need to do more and more.
It starts with love. This whole movement is about loving the planet genuinely, and that is what pushes us to act.
Just us being here, we are doing things, we are shouting, we are getting our voices heard, we're telling people the truth, and it just doesn't get better than that, guys.
Ready or not, here I come, you can't hide. Gonna find you and take it slowly. Ready or not, here I come, you can't hide. Gonna find you and take it slowly. Ready or not, here I come, you can't hide. Gonna find you and take it slowly. Ready or not, here I come, you can't hide. Gonna find you and take it slowly. Ready or not, ready or not, ready or not, ready or not, ready or not. Here I come, here I come, here I come, here I come, here I come. Ready or not, ready or not, ready or not, ready or not, ready or not. Here I come, here I come, here I come, here I
Your voice can ignite a light to end an empire. Your thoughts are a blaze no man can touch, and like moths to them we turn. Your bones, they are steel, and your eyes, they do burn. But can see that smile that eclipses an indifferent sun and could spark this city into something almighty. If only we could see. Not kindling, waiting for a flame, you and me. We are all made of fire.
If you can gather on circle. Thank you, Red Rebels. Welcoming the flags of the elements. Fire, wood, metal, air. The elements of the earth. I'm going to introduce you to Jelani, who is going to teach us a dance of universal peace. Thank you.
Hello, can you hear me? A bit louder. Yeah? Is that good? Can you hear me? Louder, please. Louder. Okay. On this one? Is that better? Okay. Both of them together. Let's try that. Okay. Oh, welcome so much. Welcome all of you. Yeah, really loud. Okay. Any better? Is that good? Can you hear me? Wonderful.
Can we ask everybody to sit down, please? Thank you. If you could sit down so we can see each other and mind each other. Thank you.
So, people, we are here for this ceremony. And the theme of this ceremony is beacons of truth. And what I want you to understand is that each one of us is a beacon of truth. I want you to feel that beacon inside you. That is what has brought you here today. The light of truth that you wanted to walk to this place, to stand up for what you believe in. Tell the truth. Beacons of truth. So welcome to all of you. Louder still. I will try. Is that any better?
Sorry?
Okay, 2 mics. Let me know if you can't hear. It's good.
Yeah.
3 mics. Look at this. Thank you. So, I want to first of all bring you together. Bringing you together to affirm your truth with an Arabic word, Yahai. Let's do it together. Yahai. Yahai. And Yahak. High is life. Hak is truth. Let's do it again. Yahai. Yahak. And one more time. Yahai. To life. Yahai. Truth. Beacons of truth. So, there is a mantra I want to share with you. This is the mantra. This is the mantra that Mahatma Gandhi repeated as he walked his walk of truth. Om Shri Ram, Jai Ram, Jai Jai Ram.
Shri Ram.
So let's repeat it together so that everybody can hear. Repeat after me. Om Shri Ram Jai Ram Jai Jai Ram. So, source of all life, whose nature is truth, whose nature is power, victory to me. Om Shri Ram. Om Shri Ram. Jai Ram. Jai Ram. Jai Jai Ram. Jai Jai Ram. Om Shri Ram. Jai Ram. Jai Jai Ram. Om Shri Ram. Jai Ram. Jai Jai Ram. So listen while I sing, and then you can sing it back to me. So here's the first part. Shri Ram Jai Ram. Let's do it. Shri Ram Jai Ram. Again. Shri Ram. Listen. So listen. Shri Ram Jai Ram. So a higher melody. Shri Ram Jai Ram. Again. Shri Ram Jai Ram. And listen. Om Shri Ram Jai Ram Jai Jai Ram. 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 From the beginning. Shri Ram Jai Ram. Again. Shri Ram Jai Ram. The higher one. Shri Ram Jai Ram. Shri Ram Jai Ram. Om Shri Ram Jai Ram Jai 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 Jai. One more time from the beginning. Shri Ram Jai Ram. Shri Ram Jai Ram. Shri Ram Jai Ram. Shri Ram Jai Ram. Om Shri Ram Jai Ram Jai 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 Jai Ram. So let's keep the silence. Let's keep the silence. Let's feel the power of this mantra. And we are going to move with this mantra. And for this, I need you to be comfortable with a bit of chaos. Okay, now chaos is coming, and the more comfortable we can be with it, the better we can all be, and the better we can all live. But we are going to stand and make circles, holding hands in your circle. If you could now stand and take hands, and I'm going to ask the inner circle to raise your hands so we can see the circle is complete. When you're holding hands, the circle needs to be complete, holding hands. So let's have the innermost circle, holding hands and raising your arms. Is the circle complete? I think you need to step back and join the circle. There's half a circle forming. And now the second circle. Can you raise your hands? Thank you. Okay. Can you raise your hands so we can see that the circle is complete? Is the circle complete? Yeah. And the third circle. Can you raise hands so we can see that the circle is complete?
Raise your hands.
Yeah.
In circle. Raise your hands. Beautiful people.
Wonderful. So, the first thing we are going to do is to walk forwards in our circle, connecting with our own beacon of truth. So for the first part of the melody, we walk in for 4 steps, and then we walk out for 4 steps. Walking in, a partner, turn to one direction and see if somebody is facing you. And take hands with that person. If nobody is there, look behind you. If nobody is there, raise your hand and look for somebody who's raising a hand, or join with 3 of you. That's also fine. Now we are going to turn to change places with our partner and then bow to them. It looks like this. Changing places with your partner. And bowing to your partner. Taking hands with your new partner. Taking hands with your new Whatever happened, whatever chaos ensued, we're going to take hands in a circle. Take hands in our circles, and we are going to walk the walk of peace, the walk of truth. Walking to the right, walking to the right. Om Shri Ram Jai Ram Jai Ram. Om Shri Ram Jai Ram Jai. Walking to the right. Shri Ram Jai Ram Jai Ram. Om Shri Ram Jai Ram
Jai Ram Jai Jai Ram Om Shri Ram Jai Ram Jai Jai Ram.
Beautiful people, hold in your hearts the beacon of truth. Beacon to truth! There you are! Beacon to truth! Truth and power! Holding hands in your circle. You are truth power! Ready to step in 4 steps. Stepping out, stepping in, stepping out, turning to your partner, turning to your partner, bowing to your partner, next partner, turn to a new one, turning with your partner. Welcome Savannah, welcome Extinction Rebellion Youth. Our children are the and our children are now going to light the fire. Our youth are going to light the fire for this beacon of truth. Would you light the fire, please?
So we are to embody and feel our blessing for all that. I'm going to ask our 12 women, men, to step. Okay. So we have our lead woman, 11 women, please, men, 11 men, we've got our lead man. 11 men and 11 women, please, to step forward. Please, often be with us. 11. The door.
Is that wise?
Back away from the fire. Please be careful of the table.
I'm not
What we're doing
chasing.
now.
I didn't make it.
As we do this, I would also like to welcome the non-binary, non-gender specific. Let's welcome them, please. And can we have someone who is non-gender specific, non-binary to also join this fire, please? So this fire and this circling of the masculine and feminine principle is what we are bringing together so that they may spiral, so that these energies spiral into full being as one. May the energy and the magnificence and the truth of the masculine and feminine principle spiral as one for these new yet ancient times, for us to remember who we really are, because we are all of it. We are all of it. We can now come together in every way. No longer do we remain separate. Science and spirit can come together. Masculine and feminine can come together. There is no more separation. We are saying farewell and goodbye. We are letting go of our separation. I'm going to ask now for these beautiful men and women and our non-gender specific, beautiful human, our non-binary human, to light their beacons. So 13 beacons of truth are now going to be lit to bring us into our wholeness, into our togetherness, into our oneness. Here we go. These beacons are going to circle around the outside of our gathering, and I'm going to invite all of you wonderful people, please, to visit one of the beacons and offer your blessing to the beacon of truth. So, inviting you, I'm just going to repeat that, to offer your blessing, your prayer to one of these beacons, These fires and these beacons will then go to every single site to be tended for during rebellion. These beacons are going to light our way. These beacons are going to keep our hearts warm. Together, that we are as one. We're now going to offer a water blessing. Calling in the blessing of our water, of our beloved water. The earth is mostly water, and we are mostly water. We need our water to flow. We need our water to bring us, our water that holds us, that nourishes us, that gives us life. We are blessing our water. There are 12 vials of water that are going to go through. Raise your voice. We're going to be raising our voice on behalf of species, on behalf of us as people, on behalf of what else? Life, love, more life, our children, trees, bees, our voice, and we invite you to stand up and have a little shake. We're going to have a little warm up because I don't know about you, but I'm getting it. So if you want to stand up, please join us.
Brilliant. Thank you.
And this song, we sang this song for the Stop Ecocide campaign. And this song, I want to dedicate this song to Polly Higgins. There's loads of us here from Stroud.
Sorry.
So, are you ready? Here's the first bit. So where's our little note?
As I was trying to move direction. Sorry, that made you a bit.
So I'm going to sing a little bit and you sing it back to me. Are you ready? Raise your voice, raise your voice, raise your voice, raise your voice across the land. Your turn, are you ready?
Raise your voice, raise your voice, raise your voice, raise your voice across the land.
Good, and we do raise your voice and then make a stand at the end. So the same thing, but make a stand at the end. Are you ready, Anne?
Raise your voice, raise your voice, raise your voice, raise your voice and make a stand.
Let's put those two together. You're sounding absolutely gorgeous. 1, 2, 3, 4.
Raise your voice, your voice, raise your voice, raise your voice across the land. Raise your voice, 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 raise your voice. raise your voice, 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 raise your voice across the land, raise your voice, raise your voice, raise your voice, raise your voice and make a stand, raise your voice, raise your voice, raise your voice, raise your voice across the land, raise your voice, raise your voice, raise your voice, raise your voice across the land, raise your voice, raise your voice, raise your voice across the voice and make a stand. Raise our voice. Raise your voice and
Awesome, we're sounding so good. We have got a little who likes that? Got any beatboxers in the house? Raise your voice over here. Raise your voice over here.
A community. You build a loving, respectful community, connected community. And you make yourself accountable to them. They do not have to be the ones who lead. They do not have to be the ones on the front line. But you must be accountable for the future generations. Thank you.
Thank you, Savannah. Thank you so much. And thank you to all of our Extinction Rebellion youth. You are all extraordinary. And thank you to the elders holding them. And indeed, thank you to the invisible ones and the heart holders. Thank you. Okay, we're going to move into a different element. I want to bring Simon Bramwell up here. Simon.
I may not want to come.
Simon wants to represent Earth. Simon wrote our Declaration of Rebellion. Simon is a co-founder of Extinction Rebellion. He's a dear friend. He's a beautiful human. Please welcome him with all your hearts.
Good evening, humanity. Unfortunately, I'm getting on in years, and so I can't do what Savannah did and just stand up and talk from the heart. But I'll try and remember the words here. It is written that a culture grows wise when old men plant trees they will never sit in the shade of. Where does that then leave our culture but a burning house falling down about our ears? There are no roadmaps to where we now find ourselves, no expertise with which to comfort ourselves at this barren crossroads of diminishing choices, despite cries to the contrary by those convinced they have all the answers. We are making this up as we go along, and that's a truth worth telling. There are, though, lessons from history and blood-won wisdom from peoples in the global south who already lost their worlds to our madness and greed, and there are myths that hint at a direction where we might find a redemption of sorts. Beyond that, there is only one guiding star left in our sky, and that is that of regeneration. Our Earth needs regenerative cultures on a global scale. Cultures that synergistically cooperate to adapt to our harsh futures and collaborate to lessen the cataclysmic effects unfettered industrialized civilization has wrought on all our lives. Adapt or die has always been nature's lasting invite to life, and now that is an urgent demand as our oceans rise, our crops fail, our forests burn, the air toxify, and countless species are destroyed. The regeneration of our living systems is possible without challenging and transforming the suicidal systems to this abyssal edge. We cannot avoid this one simple truth, that the systems we live under are increasingly fragile, authoritarian, life to the very edges of survivability. Rebellion then becomes the vital stepping stone towards regeneration. Resistance to extinction becomes underpinned by the cornerstone of need for regeneration. Regeneration is a radical act of planetary compassion within a culture that is bent on the wanton destruction of that which keeps us all alive. Regeneration, though, cannot just be a weak longing for this all just to be different. It can't be another lifestyle choice or faddish therapy to comfort us in our stupefaction. It needs to become what we live and breathe, how we love our lands, how we see the world, how we resist, and how we stand up for those who are oppressed. It's how we create a vision of the future and how we draw the maps that get us there, so our children might just have a chance at making a home amongst a ruinous future. Ultimately, we must feel this vast dying of life. We must suck it deep into our bellies and let it shake the earth we stand on, and then take action on behalf of the life remaining to us. It will be thin and futile if it is not fed by a vision of regeneration that it stands by and stewards into being. We've been there before. Cathartic destruction where little actually changes beyond binary ideologies or the colour of the bloodstained uniforms. Rebellion must be informed by regenerative principles if it stands any chance of getting us where we need to be. So disregard useless roadmaps of exhausted ideologies, disregard the certainties of strategy. Regeneration requires us to move forward and risk everything we know. In the uncertainty that marks these times, changing ourselves as well as the world about us, and reconfiguring into older relationships of interbeing. Regenerative culture invites us to move towards a comprehensive justice for all beings, recognizing that those suffering must now be listened to, that it is our young who will inherit the worst of our failings. These voices, above all, need to be heard, heeded, and supported. Thank you.
Thank you, gorgeous son. So, the element of metal. So, we are all of these elements. And we are
the metals and the minerals of our earth. We are the soils of our earth. And next, I want to introduce you to an Indigenous elder who is certainly from these soils. Her name is Angarat. And if I haven't said that correctly, please forgive me. But please give her an enormous warm welcome for our Indigenous elder.
Hey.
Anu Bobo, can you hear me? Anu Bobo, brodyr a chwiorydd. Diolch I chi am fod yma. My beloved brothers and sisters, good evening and thank you for being here. I'm sure that for most of you it's the state of our planet, the mass extinction that we face, the grief that we feel that has led your feet here tonight. But there's more than that. The process of changing things so that our planet can heal has to also bring into mind how we as humanity heal ourselves too. And we gather around a fire. And humanity has done that ever since we can recall. And indeed, it was probably fire that began our humanity, because as soon as we had fire, we began to gather around it. And we began to share stories and songs and food. And so community began. And a sense of love began. Sharing of lives began. And so it's no surprise that we're gathering around a fire here tonight at the beginning of what will be an extraordinary fortnight. It won't all be easy. There will be ups and there will be downs. There will be really difficult times, and there will be times of great joy and beauty and the extraordinariness of life and humanity. And in all of that, all we can ever deal with is what is. We can't make it anything else. But what we can do is to reach out for each other, because each one of you is here for a reason. You were born in this time for one thing. It has taken a hell of a lot of love and thousands upon thousands of ancestors and life's planning to bring you here at this time, when humanity and the universe asks us to take the greatest stride of soul we ever took. And so I want us to honor each other now. I would like you to each turn to the people to each side of you, in front of you and behind you, and say, thank you for being here and standing with me at this time.
Thank you for being here and standing with me this time.
This time.
Thank you.
Hey, thanks for being here. Again.
Thank you for being here.
Because you are the best medicine for each other during these difficult times. And it is by reaching out and by offering your light to each other that we will make this the most peaceful, the most extraordinary, the deepest weaving of a web towards our future that there has ever been. I wish you well. Rydym i'n dda I bob un ohonoch chi, and I will see you somewhere at some action alongside London, somewhere this week and next week and for as long as it takes. Diolch yn fawr yn os da.
We have something unplanned. I love unplanned things. I love the unexpected, don't you? Yeah.
Everything for a long stay.
So we have a young person.
The lightest things on my knickers.
I feel that it's really important that we listen. So please, can we welcome with all our hearts this beautiful young person?
Hello, my name is Eve and I am 9. And I am afraid that by the time I become an adult, our world will be destroyed. When I am older, I would like to see the bees flying through the flowers, and the butterflies gliding through the forest, and the birds singing in the trees. But I'm scared that this is all a dream, and that I'm living on a planet that is dying. It would seem that people don't care enough. Yesterday I was cycling to this shop and I saw plastic all over the ground. It made me upset because the world is being trashed. We all need to make changes like using less tools, cutting down on plastic and taking care of people. We should make sure when we buy things we check they are recyclable and that they don't contain palm oil. Everyone needs to take action, even children like me. We are running out of time. I know that many of you have been doing this for decades and trying to make a change, but we are being beaten by the ones who would rather have pockets full of money than a planet full of life. We must make them pay for the destruction they have caused. The big businesses in the world must change. Our leaders must make the rules that force them to change. Children, listen up. We need to take action, or by the time we're 21, there will be no more chocolate. With no bees, how will the flowers pollinate? How will the crops grow? The world is getting hotter. It's going to get harder to feed everybody. The storm is coming, and we need to make some noise. That is why I'm here today. That is why I'm banging this drum. Wake up, people. Wake up, leaders of the world. The future is dying. Our future is in your hands. I say extinction. You say rebellion. Extinction!
Rebellion! Rebellion!
Thank you, Eve. Thank you so much. That was so honest and so important, and I think you've woken us up. Thank you. So, Fenty. Yo, Fenty. So, I would like to welcome Fenty to represent the wood. We are the oils in all of us. That element reigns free and travels through us. Fenty, come and travel with us.
Hello, can you hear me? 6, I can just talk, right? I don't have to say anything major. Cool. Volume up! What? Louder. Bro, I'm shouting. The other mic. Which mic? Hello?
Yes.
Hello? I got 2 mics. Alright then. Bizarre, it's sort of 360, everyone's everywhere. Good. So I'm going to introduce, my name's Fainty Balogun. I'm an actor and amongst other things, and so I'm going to talk about myself. Cool? Sick. Okay. I'm from a single parent background. It's me, my mum, my brother. Shout out for single mums. Sick, I see you. It's me, my mum, my brother. That's how we grew up, and we grew up in sort of a difficult situation. Times weren't always easy for us, but my mum worked really hard to make them easy. She took the truth of our situation and she made it something else. She worked several jobs to make sure that we had a roof over our heads and that myself and my brother had a future. She took her struggle, she took our struggle and she mixed it with love. She took her pain and anxiety and she mixed it with love. She whooped my ass when I got into trouble, and apparently it was because of love, but I don't know about that. That's difficult and down to therapy for later. Anyway, this year I learned about climate crisis, and all the things my mum had taught me throughout my life seemed a bit pointless. All the things I had to deal with, my dreams, my ambitions were thrown up into the air. They were replaced with fear and anxiety and worry. So, I'm going to take a lesson from my mum. I'm going to take my fear and I'm going to mix it with love. I'm going to take my anxiety and I'm going to mix it with love. I'm going to take my worry and I'm going to mix it with love. Listen, this is the first time that I believed that I mattered, that I could make a change, that we could make a change. So to my mum and my brother and my family in Nigeria and my family in America and all the single mums that can't be here or can't be in rebellion because they're just trying to get through the week, to my diaspora and people that look like me that don't feel seen or heard, I see you. I hear you. And I do this with love. We do this with love. So Extinction Rebellion and anyone else that joins us, please, from this moment onwards, move with love. Thank you.
Thank you, Fancy. That's awesome. Okay, I have a really special couple of guests for you now. I have 2 really special people for you now. 2 mic tricks, yeah. Okay, so representing water. This is because what it will tell us is about
basically, I was with another woman called Zoe, and she said to me, "What shall we sing?" And we went in and we started singing this song, which is written. The words are written by Sophia, who's here as well, and it's an ancient Tayside song. So likelihood is that Boris would have grown up hearing this tune. And we sang to him, just him. His security couldn't even fit in the farm shop. So we sang to him for 4 minutes, and he had tears in his eyes. And Annabelle will testify that when she put her arm on his shoulder, he was shaking. It was mad. And we'll sing the song in a minute all together, but just to end the story, we came outside. You probably thought in the end we were terrorists or something. And we went outside, and he said to his girlfriend, "Where have they come from? It's as if they've emerged from the earth." And one of our party, who was also there, said to him, "Yes, and they have a message for you." And he sang the song back to himself. So we're going to sing the song to you, and Sophia's going to lead it because she's an amazing singer.
That's crazy shit. That is
So, beautiful people, before we hear this Taizé chant, I want to invite you to really hear and feel and sing this with us. And what I'm going to invite you to do is that when and if you have a challenging moment, this rebellion, if you have a moment where you feel despair or you're scared, put your hands on your heart and sing this song, sing this Taizé chant. And I'm going to invite you now to place your hands on your heart. And here we go.
Okay, this song has 3 parts to it. I'm going to sing the whole song, and then we're going to lead you in one of the parts and see how much we can do. It goes like this. Listen to your heart, listen to your heart, let love guide you, let love guide you. Start with the first bit. Listen to your heart, everybody. Listen to your heart. Keep that going. Listen to your heart. Listen to your heart. Keep going. And over the top, I'm going to sing the other part. And if anyone wants to join, they can.
Listen to your heart. Listen to your heart.
Let's love guide you. Let love guide you. Love guide you. Let love guide you.
Listen to your heart.
Can anyone join me on the Let Love Guide You? It goes like this. Let love guide you. Let love guide you. Beautiful. Let love guide you. Keep going, beautiful people. I'm going to sing the top one over the top. Please join me. Those of you who dare. Let love guide
to our food security. And lots of more beautiful creative actions along the way. We're continuing to rebel from now until Christmas and beyond, as long as it takes. And even if our action appears passive because we are sitting on a road or going floppy when the police pick us up, make no mistake, in that moment we are in highly active love and rebellion. We are all crew. We are nature defending itself. We act on behalf of life. We act on behalf of life.
We love you. We love you. So here we are, and what I'd like us to do now is to spend a moment with our own vision. I want us to reach into our dreams now. So I'm going to invite you to close your eyes. Take a breath into your heart. And ask your heart, what does the future feel like for you and those you love and the earth we hold dear? What's your vision for where we go now? Breathe with your vision. Feel it. Hear it. Sense its texture. Sense its tone. And sense its calling. Let your vision call you. And when you're ready, come back to this space with your eyes open. I don't think I told you my name at the beginning when I welcomed you. My name is Skeena. And this morning, my eldest daughter said to me, "Mummy, the meaning of the word crisis, the Greek meaning of the word crisis is decision. Decision. Beautiful people, we have a decision to make now. If we intend for collapse of this civilization, we will get collapse of this civilization. Whatever you intend for, whatever vision and dream you cherish and you belong to, will come true. So I want you, the vision team of Extinction Rebellion, wants you to decide. We want you to make a decision about your vision. We have 3 demands. And the first one is to tell the truth. And tonight we have lit 12 beacons of truth for our 12 sites. I want you to ask your heart, what is the truth that you're not telling? What stands in the way of your vision? What's the truth? What's your deepest truth? The truth that you don't want to look at. The truth that is painful. The truth that feels like it's dragging you down. The thing is, if you name your truth, if you stand in that vulnerability, then you can stand and be with your vision. So name your truth this week, this 2 weeks and onwards. Let this rebellion be your pilgrimage of truth, your pilgrimage of truth-telling to yourself, first of all. That's the first demand. But it requires that every single one of you, tell the truth of your heart. Speak the truth of your heart to you. Demand 2 asks for a carbon zero future by 2025 and a stop to the ecological destruction, to the harm of our ecosystems, to a stop to biodiversity loss. This vision, because that is a vision, this vision requires something from all of us. It requires us to come together in our communities to tell the truth in our communities. It requires us to build relationship with the land that we're from, with the air that we breathe, with the water. Thanks for that countdown. With the water that we drink, with the soils that we walk on, that you walk on. What that demand tells us is that we need each other, we need to belong to each other to make that vision from our communities come true. We need to be and find deep relationship with each other in those communities for demand 2, for the vision that is demand 2 to become real. Will you do that? Will you do that, Extinction Rebellion? I know you're going to do that because your vision is strong and you are strong and we are strong and we are going to do this. We are going to do this. Demand 3 is for a National Citizens Assembly. That's our vision. For National Citizens Assembly. And this vision requires something of you too. This vision requires you to know that your voice matters. That you matter. That your voice is needed. That you have a divine purpose. That you are here to be in service to. Woo! Because what that demand tells us is that we need a participatory, deliberative democracy where our voices are heard, where we are listened to, where we matter. else. And it requires the intention of the ceremony to guide us, to listen to people who don't look like us, sound like us, walk like us. We're going to have to listen to the other with all our hearts and souls, and honesty and love. Love, people. You need to love what you think you can't love. Love what you think and feel you can't love. That's demand 3. For that vision to come true, you need to love like you've never loved before. And there's one more thing that our demands and our vision and your vision that you've just shared in your heart. There's one more thing that it needs. It needs you to know that our separation is an illusion. It's a total illusion. There is no me and you. We are all one. There is a oneness. There is a oneness that derives from our souls, that connects to the universe, to consciousness itself. And we are all here in service to that divine consciousness. You're all here because you have a purpose within that divine consciousness. The universe has your back. With. May that vision be our reconciliation. May that vision be our strength. May that vision be our togetherness. This is our prayer. This is Extinction Rebellion. That comes from our hearts. Tori and Annabelle and Sophia and all of us. Let's sing this to each other now. Lift your hearts, lift your voices, lift your souls. I love you. Okay. There's something very, very precious that I've forgotten to say to you. Cat, come up here, please. This is my coming up here, Katerina. Cat, welcome her. Cat is 20 weeks pregnant. She carries the life inside her that we are all longing for a future. We are longing, we are praying that the life that Cat carries inside her, a future. this flame, one of these torches, Kat is going to lead us in a procession with this flame, with this beacon of truth, across and into the night. She's going to guide our way. She's going to say something to you. Welcome, Kat.
It's just a very quick one. To say that we need this hope, and Extinction Rebellion is our hope, but it's going to take miracles, and it needs all of us to step forward. And tomorrow, as I take this light, this fire, onto the bridge, Lambeth Bridge, and I will pass it on to XR Youth, who will take it onto each of the other sites. I will share a prayer and I invite all religions and all beliefs, of all spirituality, of all of it. If you have a belief, come to the Faith Bridge, Lambeth Bridge, and hear the prayer and help me spread the prayer, because that is my vision. It is going to take miracles, and we need all of our hearts and intentions in it.
Thank you.
To win it.
Hey, thank you!
Please, from your heart, sing!
Please join all three parts. Listen to your love guide you. Let 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 love guide you. Let
Let love guide you. Thank you, everybody. Thank you so much for being here this evening, for being here with your whole self. yourself, your open hearts, your exquisite hearts on show. I know we can all feel this, and that we can feel our togetherness, and it really is such a beautiful moment for all of us to be a part of. Thank you so much. Can you turn to someone and express your gratitude?
Thank you for being here. Thank you for being here.
You too.
I want to thank the Extinction Rebellion ceremonies team. Alice, you are amazing. You're amazing. All these wonderful people that have been a part of this ceremony. Thank you. I want to thank all the people that made this happen, that are going to make the next 2 weeks happen. All the people that are going to work and play and share and give with such generous spirits. Thank you. I need us to listen up, listen up. I'd like us to make a pathway now from the centre through to the arch. We're going to walk with our flame into the night and to the sight to open rebellion. I declare this international rebellion open. Can we make a pathway, please? Let's make a pathway. Yeah. There's a lantern for every site. And if you would like to process with these lanterns, you are very welcome to. Go well, beautiful people, go well. May the force